interesting.
That's great.
So Jane Fonda is playing First Lady Nancy Reagan in an upcoming film called The Butler. And some veterans are ticked off given that Fonda's most famous picture isn't a moving one, but a single photo of her seated on an anti-aircraft battery aimed at us. She claims she's going to play Nancy Reagan fairly with no cheap shots. Yeah, and dogs know Esperanto. A Navy veteran has started a movement to boycott the movie, but Jane had a mocking message for him. Quote, "Get a life," unquote. That's exactly what she said. When asked about it by The Hollywood Reporter. Of the controversy, she added, "If it creates hoopla, it will cause more people to see the movie." The film is distributed by the Weinstein brothers, who are about as respectful of conservatives as some rappers are to women, which is why John Cusack, a lefty, is playing Nixon and Robin Williams plays Dwight Eisenhower. I'm surprised they didn't get Roseanne to play Kissinger. It's all on purpose to generate publicity by upsetting the right people, i.e. the right. The movie gains mojo by satisfying the smirking left. So let him. Who cares about these fools? Look, we know this is a casting stunt meant to create an uproar. And telling a man who served his country to get a life when his angry response is exactly what you wanted, it makes you a jerk. But it's Jane Fonda. She's had 40 years of practice. Expecting her to change now is like expecting opera from a toad. Bob?
Greg?
Yes, we know that Jane Fonda has apologized for her horrible...
Now that you said 40 years of practice, Jane Fonda made one terrible mistake.
She made a lot of mistakes.
Oh, wait, she admitted she made a mistake, and she said it was the worst thing she could have done. When are we going to get the practice, at least the Christian practice of forgiveness here? What is it?
Wait a second. Are you compromised? I thought you dated her.
Well,
You're biased.
In
his dream.
No, I'm serious.
It was my dream.
That was Peter Fonda.
And he was a great date, by the way. Let me tell you something. This woman has been vilified by the right for such a long time. Yes, she made a mistake, but
yes.
And the fact that she's playing Nancy Reagan, big deal. Nancy Reagan was that some
Don't say it.
hero we have?
Yeah.
You thought she was a big hero, Nancy Reagan? She's a nice lady, I guess. A great lady.
A great lady.
By the way, she said get a life. She vilified the right. She vilified vets when she said get a life.
Right, when she said that. But she also said, with Oprah, she said, I did something that was unforgivable.
Yeah.
Well, so let's not forgive her for it.
That's a good point.
You know, that's
that logic.
Exactly. That's the kind of logic that drives you right-wingers.
Just using their words. Dana, what do you think? Does this really matter? And by the way, do we fall into their strategy? Because they know the hoopla helps.
I don't think that anyone in Hollywood would have satisfied those of us who admire Nancy Reagan. I don't think that we would believe that anyone could hold a candle to her.
Yeah.
I don't know who else was in the running. I think that would be interesting to find out who else might have tried out for that part.
Kimberly?
If we could ever find out.
I would be honored.
But I really don't think that anyone could have ever reached that level where we said, oh, great choice. Probably wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. What do you think, Kim?
Well, she sent questions to Nancy Reagan, which she answered, and Nancy Reagan was okay with it. But bottom line, I think, I'm not a fan of Jane Fonda, okay? Mm-hmm. So...
Did you used to do the exercises, though?
Well, no, I was definitely more of the thigh master, Suzanne Summers. I love her, so that's my exercise guru.
Was that when you were a Victoria's Secret model?
Bob. You're just so not.
I just was curious. I just didn't know that. And I don't understand quite what they're picking Nancy Reagan out here. There's been a lot of great first ladies who've taken a lot of positions, and I frankly don't think she did that many. I mean, compared to Barbara Bush, for example, or other people like that, what's the big deal here?
I don't criticize any first lady for any of the policy decisions that they decide to make, because not only do they have the opportunity to be a public figure and decide on issues that they want to work on, they also have to create an atmosphere in the White House that allows for a president to be able to do what he or eventually she needs to do. And it can be a cold place. They make it a warm place for the president.
Does that include when they're no longer the first lady and they're going to run for president in 3 years?
Well, I'm going to reserve. Hopefully we'll still be on the air by then.
Yeah,
and I can comment.
The next 3 years is going to scare you to death, isn't it? The Clintons are coming back, big boy.
It's going to be.
Yes, that's right.
But most people think that would be preferable.
Preferable to any Republican I can think of.
No, than current day.
Oh, I see.
The thing is, I got to wrap this up.
True.
The point is, this is mistaken as edgy for artists in America to do stuff like this when it's a stunt. But there's nothing edgy about this in America. Try doing something in a suppressed country where real artistic suppression takes hold. This is as edgy as a veggie meatball.
Why don't you make a big deal out of Robin Williams
Those
doing
aren't
Dwight
even
Eisenhower? I mean,
Because I
that's
gotta
a little
go.
bit weird.
It is. It's Mork
You have
for
to go?
Garcia.
We'll save that for Monday.
Catherine's over there.
Coming up, she stormed the music
go.
today.